Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Stadium here in Mabank, Texas. As tonight, your Honey Grove Warriors host the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets coming in here at 7-3, and your Warriors come in at 9-1. We're about 10 minutes to kickoff, and I'm joined here in the broadcast booth by Gervy Stone. Gervy, glad to have you back one more time.
Yes, sir.
During this 24 season.
One more time, and this is a special time of the year, Zach. It's playoff season. As Scotty called it the other night on the broadcast, phase 4 of the season. Not everyone is lucky and privileged enough to be here, and this is the Warriors' third time to be here for this senior class's group, so I think it'll be exciting. All right, Zach, let's go into a little bit of a bio here for each team. Let's kind of break them down.
Okay.
Each one of these graphics were talked about this past Wednesday on the Shane Fletcher Show. Elysian Fields, they're coming into this 2024 by-district round with a record of 7-3 on the year, improving from 2-8's record on last year. Justin Crow is going to be the play caller for the Yellow Jackets on the opposite side of the field, coming out of District 10. Players to watch. It's going to be their wide receiver and defensive back, Brandon Kennedy, quarterback, Brody Parker, some offensive linemen, and the main guy for the Yellow Jackets is going to be number 4, Nunu Kennedy. Zach, we're going to go a little bit deeper into him here in just a few moments. But next, let's talk about the District 9 district champions.
Your Honey Grove Warriors.
Yeah, this is my favorite team.
Gervy, you're Honey Grove's #1 biggest fan, homer, and star broadcaster.
I don't know. There's some pretty dedicated Warrior fans here in attendance tonight. I may be no match to them, but this last year the Warriors did go 9-1 after a 10-2 2023 campaign. Shane Fletcher's back for his third year for the Warriors. Warriors returned a lot of players, 8 on the offensive side, 9 on the defensive side from last year. Key loss from last year is running back Deion Morris as he went on to play at the next level. Some other players that played a pivotal part, defensive and offensive lineman Courtney Cooper and Lucas Morrison as the wide receiver and defensive back. And there's several more. All those guys played a pivotal part in the success that the Warriors brought last year, being able to advance to the third round before they were eliminated by future state champ, the Timpson Bears. Some players to watch. Everybody knows this guy, Rylan Morris. He was back last week better than ever. Found the end zone 6 times in his first real game back.
Yeah.
He was in the Cooper game. He played 5 snaps, had a receiving touchdown. But last week was the first time we've seen number 5 be himself since week 2 against Marlin.
And come back and shine.
He sure did. He was able to find the end zone 1 time in the air, and he was able to use his feet and scamper in for 5 more times. Warriors defense is something that they like to hang their hat on. They play a pivotal part. They have a dominating defense. Week in and week out, they're able to swing momentum in game styles. So I'm excited to see the Warrior defense come in here tonight.
Gervy, you want to look at it by the numbers between both these teams?
Yeah. So the Warriors are averaging 38.7 points a game, while the Yellow Jackets are averaging 35.7. Like we talked about, the Warriors defense, they're only giving up an average of 15 points a game, while the Yellow Jackets giving up 33 points. Warriors typically bring in 377 yards a game, 223 of those being on the ground, 153 going through the air. Yellow Jackets average 360 on the year. They're a pretty good running team. We talked about Nunu Kennedy averaging 257 yards, 103 yards through the air. So here we are. We're about to take a look at some state rankings. We hear it week in and week out. The coaches in orange on the sidelines, they don't really care about these.
No,
But
they don't give it a lot of look, I don't think.
But the fans like it, so we're going to provide it for you. Warriors are sitting number 5 in the 2A rankings after 11 completed weeks here of high school football. You know, things can happen at any given time. We see that on Saturdays, week in and week out, Zach. So it's just a number, but really doesn't matter until December 15th whenever a champion holds up a trophy at Jerry World.
Yep. It doesn't really matter until you get to Arlington, does it?
Nope. So top 4 teams in each district qualify. The divisions are pre-split. Teams are placed in their divisions brackets. 6 rounds. Finishing that state championship. Sorry, December 18th or 19th. Sorry.
Hey, you were close.
Yeah, a few days ahead. So last night there were some playoff games on our side of the bracket. Wascom came out on top over district opponent Paul Pewitt, 67-20. Garrison was able to beat their opponent, 56-13. Shelbyville came out on top last night against Hewitt, 62-7. And Jaquin came out on top, 38-28. So those are just some scores.
You going to talk about the guys just south of us?
We want to talk about Wolf City.
All right.
They're out of the playoffs. We'll say that. they're in the gym putting up shots.
They're getting
today.
ready for basketball,
Yeah.
are they?
Yeah, they they had a chance to win the ball game last night. Some crucial errors there at the end, and those 2 versus 3 seeds are very, very good ball games. They lost. Wolf City lost last night, 40-35, in a hard-fought game that went down to the end.
Speaking of basketball, Gerby.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with the Lady Warriors? I know you called a game with Scotty the other night, didn't you?
I did. The
Elysian Fields is coming out of their tunnel. Well, that's a lot of American flags.
Yeah, they got a lot of American flags.
Very patriotic.
Yeah. Now they're swinging their Elysian Fields flags in the air. Not sure what. I'm sure they have a meaning behind that, Zach. But over here on this side, we aren't really sure what the meaning is. But yes, women hoops, they were able to come out with a victory.
Yep.
Just the other night, they kind of hit a little rough patch there for 2 games. They won their first one, and they won this most recent one. So Lady Warriors are 2-2 on the year. While we're talking about Lady Warrior hoops, here comes your Honey Grove Warrior football team. They came out of the tunnel. Kobe Pat as the main flag leader.
So here we go. We're less than a minute from kickoff.
I'm excited, Zach.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is what we've been waiting on. Playoff season. Going to go through national anthem and a prayer and all here real quick, if you'll bear with us.
Good evening. I'm Russell Marshall, Superintendent of Mabank Schools, and I want to welcome our visitors tonight, the Elysian Yellow Jackets and the Honey Grove Warriors. We're honored that you chose our facility to host your by-district football game. We wish both sides the best of luck. Hope you have a great evening and a safe trip home. Thanks again. Captains for Honey Grove, number 18, Brody Mahon. Number 9, Kendall Wolf. Number 7, Levi Beavers. Number 6, Asher Price. Captains for the Elysian Field Yellow Jackets, number 2, Marion Johnson. Number 4, Brandon Kennedy. Number 0, Colin Cobbett. And number 6, Corey Hardiman.
With the average of 6.5 yards per carry. As far as in the air goes, Brody Parker has thrown it 83 times, picking up 842 yards, averaging 14.8 yards an attempt with 93 yards per game. So, you know, going by the numbers, Zach, sounding like Tony Romo here. I don't know, Zach. I think it's going to be a pretty good one. But the Warriors' defense is very dominant, as everyone who's watched Warrior football knows that. So, you know, Coach Fletcher talked about, you know, they've been working hard all week with some kinks in the system, just due to the band traveling down to San Antonio, which we want to give them a shout out on a great competitive season, being able to go to the state marching contest is always an amazing accomplishment, and just the consecutive years that they've been able to do that is just no short of amazing.
Well, we're about ready to get things underway here at Panther Stadium in Mabank, Texas, as your Warrior receiving team heads out onto the field. Who we got? Back deep for Honey Grove is going to be number 21, Traylon Bailey. Number 2, Asbury.
Yeah, Zach, we were talking about some stats. I didn't really see who won the toss and what the decision was. But
so they got it and declined.
Okay, so the Warriors are going to start off this football game with possession of the football, looking to drive. You're the pilot.
Yeah,
what is this?
We're going to start our campaign headed for the north end zone.
There we go.
Yep.
You're the pilot here. I'm just along for the ride. By-district playoff right here underway in Mabank on this chilly Friday night. Ball goes straight up into the air. Goes about 12 yards deep. It's going to be fair caught over on the far side by Kendall Wolf. Warriors are going to start the first offensive drive of the game.
You think that was intentional?
I don't know.
That ball went straight up.
Warriors are going to start at their own 47.5-yard line. We got Beavers and Morse lined up in the backfield. We're going to see who's going to take the snaps here to start off this one for the Warriors. Looks like Morse is going to be lined up in between Pat and Beavers.
Here we go, midfield.
Morse set up in the shotgun. Wolf spread out wide to his left. Mahan's going to go in motion. Pat's going to get the handoff. Going to come over to the left side.
Well, I thought they jumped. Did you see that?
Yeah, a little bit, a little flinch. Zebra Crew's going to let that one slide. We do have 7 men in stripes out on the field tonight. Guess once we get in the playoffs here.
No, last week. I had the full NFL crew down in Omaha.
Moore set up in shotgun once again. Price is going to go in motion, handoff to Pat. Same play, opposite side of the field. He finds a hole over to the right. He's at the 35. He's got one man to beat. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Going to be enough to move the sticks for a big Warrior offensive play. Second drive of this Second play on this drive.
Gets us down into the Warrior red zone.
I'm going to say he ran out of bounds at the Yellow Jacket 15.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Looked like he got a little deeper to me, but.
Morris is going to keep it. He's going to shake and bake one. He's going to go back up the middle. It's going to be brought down by number 7, Jay Carter for the Yellow Jackets.
Looks like he's going to be down on about the 3-yard line.
3 yards away from pay dirt here on the Warrior first drive of this bi-district contest. Morris set up in the shotgun, joined by Beavers in the backfield, lined up to his left. Morris takes the snap, goes right, cuts back to his left, and he's going to be met at the original line of scrimmage by the Yellow Jacket defensive front.
Yeah, he's not going to pick up any there. Thought he might have had a hole, but it caved in on him pretty quick, Gervie. That's it. Pat walks it in for a Honey Grove touchdown.
You almost did it there, Zach.
I know it.
You almost did it. Warriors able to strike first here with 10:18 left in the first quarter. Going to be a 5-play drive there for the Warriors. Pat able to punch it in for 6 from 3 yards out.
See Rodolfo.
Oh, looks like the offensive.
Yep.
Oh, looks like they couldn't find Rodolfo. He was walking back to midfield. Rodolfo rushes out onto the field for the PAT try. Beavers going to be doing the snap. Freeman with the hold. Santabanez with the kick, and it's up. Splits through the uprights.
We got a flag.
Do have penalty. But it's going to be offsides called on the defense.
Coach McFarland's showing a decline. All right, 10:18 left to go here at Panther Stadium in the first quarter. Your Warriors are up 7-0 over the Elysian Fields Jackets.
Zach, you know, we talked a little bit about the Warriors defense, how dominating they are. The Warriors offense and the Yellow Jackets offense is kind of comparable, but we'll see if the Yellow Jackets offense has ever faced anything like the Warriors defense.
Yeah, I think that's one of Honey Grove's strong points, especially in East Texas football. Offense seems to be, you know, a lot of the strong suits for these East Texas teams, but Honey Grove can bring in a pretty impactful defense. See what Elysian Fields brings to the table against your Warriors here. As Santabanez gets ready to kick off. So it looks like Alex Simmons is back deep for the Jackets as Rodolfo gets ready to send it.
Sure what's
Yeah,
happening
I don't know. It's going to be fielded fair catch on about the 34-yard line, where the Jackets will take over 1st and 10 on their campaign towards the south end zone.
That was a little interesting there, Zach.
It was. I had never seen that before.
You know, I like that.
Last week, Harmilio did all the kicking on the
Yeah.
kickoffs, and Santabanez came in for our PATs.
You know, being at the lower level 2A, or not lower level, but in the 2A division, you don't really see many schools that even have one kicker, much less have two like the Warriors offense does.
So Parker's going to take the snap out of the gun immediately, hand it off to Kennedy, who's going to run around his right side, pick up about 5 on the play.
Yeah.
I expect to see that combo over and over and over.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, like we talked about in the pregame, Kennedy can scat. So we'll see Sorry, guys. I am on scoreboard duty. I forgot.
Parker's going to take it. He's going to fake the handoff, try to go right up the middle. Mahan, Banker, Beavers. The other Banker met him there. That's going to be a loss of 1. Boy, Honey Grove just caved in on that for him. Parker gets his crew up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be alone in the backfield. Got 2 receivers to each side. He's going to take it out of the gun. He's looking to throw. Now he tucks it under, looking for the right side. He's going to do good to get back to the 40. He's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Jackets.
Tell you what,
They're going to punt it away as number 5, Rylan Morris, trots to about the 30-yard line.
Kendall Wolf, that came awful close to a late hit, as it looked like Parker was pretty low to the turf. Beavers have brought him down, single-handedly, but Wolf came to finish him off. It's close to being a
Grove's trying to put some pressure on him. It's a fake. It's incomplete.
Asher Price with the pass break up there for the Warriors.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, especially
it wasn't very well executed.
First play out of the chute.
Honey Grove's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 40. Pretty impressive defensive stop there by your Warriors. Here comes number 5, Rylan Morris and the offensive crew. Let's tack 7 more on the board, Garvey.
Yes, sir. What do you say right here? Morris set up in the shotgun. Beavers join him to his left. Got 1 man spread out wide to his left, 1 to his right. Hand off to Beavers. He finds a hole over on the right side.
Look at him go.
Yep. Kennedy.
He was trying to pull the ball, but it wasn't working.
Kennedy and number 11, Lawson Swank, in on that defensive stop. There for the Yellow Jackets, gain of 5.
Levi's not exactly a small kid to be trying to jump around with and drag a ball out of his hands.
No. So
we'll chalk that up to inexperience.
Yeah. Morris with the quarterback keeper to the left side. He tries to break loose with number 70.
Yeah, the big man, Lovell, the senior, coming in at weighing 240 with that one.
Yep, loss of 1, 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Warriors. 7:20 left to go here in the first quarter. The Warriors on top, 7-0 over the Yellow Jackets. Morris has a party. Join him in the backfield of Pat and Beavers. Price is going to be your man in motion. Hand off to Pat. He runs up the middle. He tries to bake off of 1. It's going to be flipped head over heels. But
move the sticks, Gerv.
Yeah, enough to move the sticks for a Warrior first down. Just shy of the Yellow Jacket 25.
Boy, if he could have eluded that safety, he'd have been to the house.
I think he saw it too, and he just tried to make something happen. Morris drops back to pass. Jumps up into the air.
Ooh.
Pass intended for Price. It's going to be deflected, almost intercepted.
Yeah.
There by number 0.
That's Cottle. That's the guy I missed on the coin toss. He almost had that one.
Sure did.
Rylan was he had 2 or 3 guys in his face, kind of hopped up with the jump toss, trying to get the ball off.
Morrison shotgun accompanied by Beavers once again. Oh, the whole line rises up. They're going to get a new call coming in from the sideline. Freeman and Pat spread out wide, splitting the linemen. Morris with the fake. He's going to run to the right side, bounces out of his blocker.
Ooh.
I think he's going to step out of bounds. And maybe
about the 1.
Yeah. 1 yard line, big run there from Morris coming out of the quarterback spot.
So it puts us down into the Warrior red zone again. We're 1st and goal on the 1.5 maybe. the 1 yard line.
See what they call it. 6:40 left here in the first quarter.
1-1.
Warriors can smell the red zone or the end zones. Morris takes the snap, gonna run up the middle. He's gonna get in for 6, but there is a penalty flag on the play. It appears that penalty will be offside will be called on the Yellow Jackets. Penalty is declined. Touchdown is good for 6.
Where's Rodolfo? There he is.
Santabanez comes in for the PAT try.
Please put 6:21 on the game clock.
Not sure what happened to the game clock, but
Getting an adjustment.
referee requested 6:21 to go back up on it, so that's what he got. Freeman with the hold, Santabanez with the kick, splits through the uprights. Go ahead and tack on one more. Warriors with 14-0 lead here with 6:21 left in the first quarter.
Well, Gerby, I'm not sure you could ask for a better start to the playoff round.
And the Warriors coming out looking good.
In half a quarter, we put on 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we still got a lot of football left to go. You know,
I hope you got a lot to talk about later if this keeps going like this.
yeah, but you know, sometimes in these playoff games, we talked a little bit while ago about the Wolf City game. Those 2 and 3 seed games, those are usually, you know, slobber knockers. But the good part about winning the district title is, yeah, you're coming in at 1 and you're facing against the 4 seed of another district. So, you know, how dominant is that 4 seed going to be? In the smaller divisions, the 2As, maybe the 3As, you know, 1 and 4 might be pretty widespread.
Rodolfo's going to kick from the hash mark. We're going to do the same walk-up procedure again. It's going to be taken. He got a penalty.
Yeah, so I think the penalty is going to come in as they waved it off to be a fair catch. And then Nunu Kennedy caught it and took off running.
Yeah, so they're going to take over on the 34-yard line.
As it stands.
As it stands.
As it stands. Coach Shane Fletcher's out at the bottom of the numbers. Trying.
Yeah, he wants an explanation.
Which I could see why. You know, that could be a question or a problem, as, you know, if the Warriors kickoff unit lets up.
And it's going to stand. So 1st and 10 on 34. Parker sends a guy in motion. Going to fake the handoff, try to run up the middle. Immediately hit by
We do have a penalty.
Pat.
We have a penalty flag right there in the middle.
Pat was there to get the initial hit on Parker.
Why Beavers?
Yeah, Beavers is trotting off.
Offense, number 55.
It's going to be an offsides. Is that what he said?
Holding.
Holding. Okay, holding on the offense.
But, Zach, back to what we were talking about, and you know the difference between 1st and 4th. Down here, the 2 and maybe 3A level, there's a big difference in 1st and 4th. But once you get up to, you know, the 4s, 5s, and 6As, 1 and 4 may be right there stacked amongst each other. So, you know, the by-district rounds and areas may be kind of But once you get, you know, to that 3rd, 4th round, you never know what you're going to expect.
Parker's going to take it out of the gun, hand it directly to Kennedy. And they're never going to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
Nope, they have not blowed it dead.
Kennedy was still moving his
Yeah.
feet there, Zach.
I think he's going to pick up 10 yards nearly.
It took all 9 out of the 11 Warrior defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Honey Grove thought the play was over. I guess that's why the coaches tell you go till you hear a whistle.
Yeah, absolutely. You ever tell that to your guys, Pee Wee level?
Oh, yeah. So, 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 10 as he gets all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Parker's going to have guys on each side of it. Low snap. Going to drop back to pass. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Johnson. Just over his head.
That could have been a big play there for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we had very many people over here covering that.
That's a good little dump ball. I guarantee you they're going to put that in their back pocket. They might be running that again here in the near future.
So 3rd and 10. 5 minutes to go here in the first. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets bring. As Parker leads his crew to the line of scrimmage.
Going to come out in a deuce set, Zach.
Yep.
Parker got 2 to his left, 2 to his right.
Low in the backfield, takes it out of the gun, looks to drop back. He's going to tuck it. Rolling right, gets it off to Kennedy. Kennedy catches it. Kennedy's crossing the 50. He's still on his feet.
Oh, wow.
He's dodging blockers left and right. He's got Asbury chasing him down. Crossing the 10. Asbury's going to take him down about the 4-yard line.
Big play there.
Saving him from a touchdown. But massive play by the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets.
Kennedy's one of those guys, Zach, you know, you can't tackle him up high. But that guy, he's very explosive.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
You know, so the Warriors, they can't just arm tackle him. They're going to have to, you know, put that white helmet right there at his chest plate or take out.
So your Warriors are backed up in the end zone. Ball's on the 2-yard line. Jackets all staring at the sideline looking for the play call here.
They can smell that end zone. They can smell it.
We got whistles. Elysian Fields is going to take a timeout here. Guess they try to come up with a new scheme.
Maybe so. Zach, you think right about now, you think somebody else down in Arlington's coming up with a scheme right now?
Oh, well, I hope so.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson?
Oh, I thought, well, my brain immediately went to
Cowboys?
hoping somebody was scheming something for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, we need to check in on that.
I don't know.
Get that iPad off that scoreboard and let's pull that Netflix up.
I don't know. Carl said that he's going to be
Well,
listening.
Carl's down there.
Carl's listening to the
We're
broadcast.
over here in the booth by ourselves. Pull it up. I don't even know when's the main event start.
I don't know. Probably about 9:30 tonight. Probably. Hey, but you know what they got tonight?
So is it live or will you be able to go back and watch it since it's on Netflix?
I think you should be able to go back and watch it. But you know what they have tonight at AT&T Stadium? They got curtains up over the windows.
Well, it's, you know, that sun's a problem, especially in the dark. Here we go. Parker's got a guy in the backfield with him. Out of the gun, takes a snap. He's going to look and go, try to go up the middle. He's going to be met by a whole host of Warriors. He's definitely going to be short of the goal line. As we bring up a 2nd goal for the Jackets. Honeygrove scheme going on them there. Keeping them out of that end zone. Yeah. Jerry, did you see any of the press conferences on that? And the reporters were asking about the sunlight? I think the comment was, well, let's just tear it down and start over.
Yeah.
I don't think he was too interested as to their take and opinions on the stadium. Parker's going to take it, try to run up the middle again. He's going to get it in. Jackets are going to score and put 6 on the board on their end. They spread Honeygrove out a little bit with some receivers. Parker was able to just take it, push it right in. Now let's see what they do here. What do we got, Gerby? Now we got a kicking unit running in from the sidelines.
Looks like they kind of do.
Yeah, they must have been watching some of Fletcher's game film. So, kicking. Got a number for him? Is it 17?
Yep, 17. That's going to be
Daniel West is the kicker here.
You knew Kennedy with the hold. That's
Kicks
going
up.
to split the upright.
Yep. So, 3:25 left here in the first quarter. Your Warriors are still on top, 14-7 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Man, what an explosive run.
Yeah, that was a big play there from Parker to
Maybe that woke everybody up a little bit.
from Parker to Kennedy. But you know, we talked a little bit about it. You know, they're not afraid. Those two are their guys on the Yellow Jackets. You know, Parker's a senior, Kennedy's a junior, and they're not going to give up here tonight as the 4 seed facing off against the, you know, very dominant Honey Grove Warriors. They know it coming in, so they're not going to give up. And it's obvious the way Kennedy runs with the football in his hands.
Derby, I got an announcement.
What you got?
The band has arrived with instruments.
There we go.
I don't know if maybe there was bus trouble or something.
Maybe so. I know they drive the semi truck,
Maybe they had truck trouble.
or they got caught in traffic.
Well, there's not a lot of traffic in East Texas. It's strictly farm to market roads from here to Honey Grove. I don't know. Maybe they got behind a combine.
Maybe so. I don't know. I drove from Denton to Commerce, and I hopped in the car with Scotty, and we kind of hit some traffic a little bit. I know folks coming from Paris, they hit some traffic there in Cantons. Oh,
Scud kick.
onside kick. Mason Banker's going to
Yeah.
pick it up, break through the front line. He's going to be brought down at the Yellow Jackets' 36-yard line. Mason Banker almost broke through. Look, good thing they had their hands unit out on the front line.
Gerby, I don't really know how far it is from here to Elysian Fields, but I can tell you it's a 2-hour drive from here to Honey Grove. And just from my view here in the press box, Honey Grove fans showed up tonight compared to.
Oh, absolutely. I think somebody was
There's
talking.
not 50 people across the field over there.
No,
for
including the band.
yeah, including the band. Yeah, maybe 60.
Mahan's going to be in motion there for the Warriors. Morris in the shotgun. Morris is going to keep it on to the right side. He breaks off of the first level of defense, gets to the second level, and he's going to be met rather quickly.
I'm going to tell you, the officiating crew is not very quick at blowing a whistle.
No.
They're letting things go. I watched 2 or 3 Yellow Jackets that time dive in on the pile.
But
That can be a good thing. I mean, I guess it could also lead to some injuries, whatever, but let them play.
Yep. But some bathroom talk that I heard pregame,
Okay.
that Elysian Fields is about 2 hours away from here as well.
All right.
Morris, as he rolls to his right to pass, he finds Mahan downfield. Mahan gets to the 5. He's going to be brought down by Kennedy over on the far side. Going to be enough to move the sticks to the Yellow Jacket 5-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and goal here for Honey Grove. Honey Grove's not having any trouble moving the ball on them.
Nope. High snap. Morris is able to recover. Hand off to Beavers. He's going to be met rather quickly. No gain on the play there for the Warriors.
Don't give him 6 inches.
But the Yellow Jacket fans, they were like, man, why in the world did we drive all the way here?
Well,
And some of the Warrior fans were like, hey, we wondered the same thing. We had a spot a lot closer, but
yeah, I heard there might have been a little
controversy.
over picking the venue. I know Honey Grove was trying to get Sulphur Springs, which we played last year, that first round.
Yeah, and it's very nasty.
Yeah.
It was raining the whole time. Yeah. Morris in the shotgun is going to send Pat in motion from right to left. Pat with the jet sweep. He's going to break off of 1 defender. He's going to get in for 6. It's going to be Pat's 2nd rushing touchdown of the early campaign.
Yeah, we're down below 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Here comes Rodolfo. That's a good sound, Gerby. We got the band playing.
Oh, yeah.
Put some life in the stands here.
Saints Benez with the kick, splits the uprights. Going to be good for the PAT try.
There's you a shot of the Honey Grove faithful that made the journey all the way down to Panther Stadium here in Mabank, Texas, deep into East Texas.
.149 left to go here in the first quarter. Your Warriors leading the Yellow Jackets 21-7. as the Warriors offense seems to not be having any problems
Yeah, they're
advancing the football.
the Yellow Jacket defense is definitely hadn't figured out how to stop our offense yet. There we go. The band's getting the crowd
Oh, yeah.
energized here.
Love when bands have a pivotal part of a Friday night matchup, especially here in the postseason.
So Simmons and Kennedy back deep for the Jackets. Zony Grove's doing the same thing on the kick. Goffel gets it off. Kennedy's going to take it on the 25. Takes off, trying to work his way up the sideline. Traylon Bailey there for the tackle. They're going to get it to the 35, where they'll take over 1st and 10. Marching towards the south end zone, see if they can put more points on their side of the scoreboard.
Zach, it looked like we had some extracurricular on the sidelines. The referee crew, all 8 of them, were able to get in and kind of kill that rather quickly. You know, we still got a lot of play left in this one, and we don't.
This thing's just barely started.
Yeah, we don't want anything to escalate. So.
Well, Parker's going to lead his crew to the line of scrimmage. They have 2 running backs, one on each side, a receiver on each side. Going to put Simmons in motion. Going to toss it out to Simmons just over his head. Going to be incomplete.
Parker was laid to the turf there by the freshman linebacker, Cord Butler.
Hey, Cord had a pretty explosive game, 2 explosive games. One against Cooper, he stood out pretty well. And then again, last week he had some pretty good plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, freshman stepping up big there for the
freshman or sophomore?
Freshman.
Maybe a freshman.
Yep, he's a freshman. Ford's been able to chip in 19 tackles here for the dominating Warrior defense.
So 2nd and 10, ball in 36. Parker sends Candy in motion. Fakes it, takes it up the middle. Going to pick up about 2. Met hard by Beavers. Bring up 3rd down. Clock steadily ticking, almost down to a minute here in the first. Yellow Jackets have no sense of urgency. Play clock gets down to 10. Parker alone in the backfield. Takes it, drops back, gonna tuck it. Nope, scrambling. Missed tackle by Pat, but Mahan wraps him up. Be tackled for a loss.
Mahan's gonna pick up the sack there for the Warrior defense.
Gonna bring up a 4th and 12.
Parker probably ran about 7 or 8 yards, just scrambling.
Somebody
there
needs
in
to
the
tell him
backfield.
north and south,
Yeah.
not east and west. So
The pocket collapsed rather quickly there for Parker too. He was looking downfield. We wanted to tuck it, and as he went to tuck it, the Warriors defense came, and he just didn't have a choice.
Daniel West takes the snap. He actually kicks it this time. We get away without any flags. I saw some stuff going on over here.
Yeah.
January.
Rylan Morris, that was a scary deal there. He waved it off, and I think he kind of misjudged that, and he had to.
Kind of caught it on the run and then a tuck and roll type deal.
Yeah. So on that, I mean, if you wave it off and you got to catch it, bounces off.
It's a live ball.
Yeah, they can scoop and score there. So. All right, Morris gonna be set up in the shotgun. Got trips out wide to his right, 1 man all alone to the left. Morris rolls to his right, looks downfield, just over the head of a leaping Dre Pat. Pass is gonna fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Warriors from their own 37. 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Warriors, 2nd and 10 coming up here. Morris gonna keep it. Gonna break off of one tackler. It's finally gonna be brought down just beyond the second level. Be a gain of 6. 3rd and 4 gonna be coming up here after the first quarter intermission. Your Warriors leading the Yellow Jackets 21-7. This live production brought to you by Honey Grove ISD here at Mabank Panther football field. We'll be right back. We're back here at Panther Stadium. Start off the second quarter of play. Your Warriors up 21-7 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Warriors. Morrison Beavers set up in the backfield. Dre Pat's going to be in motion from left to right. Pat with the fake. Morris fumble. Yellow Jackets pick it up. Nunu Jenkins on the scoop. It's finally going to be brought down by Mahan at the 40. That was a big defensive play there. Not sure what happened. Just kind of looked like the Yellow Jackets ran by Morris, and next thing you know, the ball's on the turf.
Yeah, so the Jackets are going to take over. 1st and 10, ball on the 41. I don't know. He was, Morris was kind of cutting and weaving. I don't know if he just kind of got, he's so fast and can cut. It's just unreal to watch. And I don't know if maybe his arms didn't stay with his body as his feet were moving and cut. And just, I don't know, they were able to, ball was kind of exposed. Parker's going to take it out of the gun. Deep ball. Kennedy nowhere near being able to catch that, though.
That looked like a very one-dimensional type of play. As soon as Parker took that snap,
yeah, they were. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
as soon
Camera
as
back where y'all can see it.
no telling how long that's been on there.
Just for a play or two.
But as soon as Parker took the snap, Jenkins was streaking down the numbers over on the far side, and he just kind of loft that up. Hey, but something that caught my attention is number 2, Jamarian Johnson, the tight end. That's a big dude spread out wide.
Absolutely.
6'3", 260. That's a hoss.
Parker was going to try to keep it and go up the middle there. Met hard at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Going to be a loss of 2. Bring up a 3rd and 12 here early in the second quarter. Honey Grove showing blitz. Will be a flag thrown. Be a false start on the Yellow Jackets. Back them up 5 more. Be a 3rd and 17. Ball placed at the bottom of the Mabank Panther logo here at midfield. Parker and company come to the line of scrimmage. Gonna be a fake the handoff to Kennedy. Going to try to go up the middle. Going to pick up a couple.
Fourth and long here for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, here comes number 17, Daniel West. For Elysian Fields is number 5, Rylan Morris trots back towards the 20-yard line.
Zach, last time the Yellow Jacket punt unit came out, we did see a fake. So the Warriors are first time.
Got a punt this time. Rylan calling fair catch, takes it. Ball's gonna be on about the 16-yard line where your Warriors will take over. 1st and 10. Looking for the south end zone now.
10 minutes left here till the half. The Warriors still up 21-7.
Gotta think their defense is starting to be a little. We've seen way more of their defense than their offense, hadn't we?
I don't know. But the last time they had that turnover, so momentum may be on their side as Morris is able to connect with Foster.
Foster lost his footing.
Gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Warriors.
It's all right. Hardman was right there. He's going to probably eat his lunch if he hadn't lost his footing.
Morris got 3 receivers out wide to his right. He's going to send Pat in motion from right to left. Morris with the keeper up the middle. Drops his head, not able to get through that Yellow Jacket defender. I believe that's going to be number 0, Colin Cottle, in on that defensive stop. 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Warriors at their own 21.
I want to tell you, Gervy, that KJ Trost, number 77, the nose guard, that's a big dude too.
Yeah, he's taking up a lot of space.
There we go. It'll be a free play.
Yeah, free play. Morris is going to tuck it and run. Big block coming there by Pat. Morris able to drop his head and go. He's finally going to be brought down by the Yellow Jackets at the 40. There was a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage.
I was kind of looking for a second penalty flag, to be honest with you, Gervy. It looked like a lot of, I'd have swore they had him by the face mask there, but maybe not.
Offside was called on the Yellow Jackets. Head coach Shane Fletcher predictably declined that penalty.
Moving the sticks.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 39, driving to the south end zone. Morris is going to be set up in the shotgun. Looks like Bailey joined him in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Morris drops back to Pat. Pat, the intended receiver downfield, not able to bring it in. Pass will fall incomplete. Morris had some pressure coming over from the far side. Looks like number 22, Stetson Swiley, coming off the edge.
Yeah, he was giving Brady Banker all he wanted.
Yeah. That was on Morris's blind side. He didn't even see that coming.
There's no doubt the Yellow Jackets have a pretty aggressive front up here on the defense.
2nd and 10 coming up here for the Warriors. Deuces spread out on the left and the right. Pat goes in motion from right to left. Hand off to Bailey. Bailey able to pick up potentially 2 on that one. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Warriors.
Parker there on that. Parker playing both sides of the ball.
It's part of 2A football, Zach. A lot of these guys dominant on one side as the others. We have a few. 3rd and 8. Warriors look to the sideline to get the play call. Morris and Beavers in the backfield. 1 man out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Price is going to be in motion from left to right. Morris with the keeper. He's going to run to the right. Shakes off of 1. We're going to see what the spot is.
I think they got the first down.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be 1 football length. It's going to be enough to move the sticks for a fresh set of downs at the 50-yard line. Morris and Beavers in the backfield. Morris drops back to pass. Him and Mahan not on the same page.
No, but I want to highlight. Do you see the block Beavers laid down?
Yeah, that was a big block. Mahan stayed inside of the numbers. Morris sailed it to the sideline. Gonna bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors at the 50. 7:18 left here till the half. High snap, Morris able to bring it in. He's gonna run to the left. He's gonna try to cut out wide, brings it back in. He's gonna be brought down by a slew of Yellow Jackets. It's gonna be right at the first down. They're not even gonna measure it. They're gonna move the sticks.
First down for your Warriors.
That was a close one. Long possession here for the Warriors. They're driving the field as they've been on the upside of some defensive penalties. Beavers runs to the left side. He's got one man to beat. Nunu Jenkins. Beavers goes over. Or not
Kennedy.
Not Jenkins. Kennedy. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Be another first down for your Warriors. Barry, that was just kind of odd. I mean, Levi got around the outside all that, and
That was nobody else over there.
I mean, well, it's like everybody was just kind of standing there watching him run. Are they showing signs of being gassed?
Morris rolls to his right. He's going to receive some pressure. Heaves it up. Jenkins comes in and swats that into the turf. Kendall Wolf was the intended receiver in the end zone. Second and 10. Coming up here for the Warriors. Zach, I don't know where Kennedy came from on that one, but he was way back there. He was
I
playing.
didn't realize he was playing. Was he at free safety?
I
He's
think
lined up as the outside linebacker on that one.
Morris with the pass intended for Wolf.
We got lucky there.
Yeah, it goes over the head of Wolf and through two Yellow Jacket defenders. 3rd and 10. Zach, you're talking about the Warriors defense, or the Yellow Jackets defense looking a little gassed. It almost looks like the Warriors are a little bit gassed here on this offensive drive. We talked about they've been on the field for a while, but just some pitch and catch things just aren't lining up. 6:25 left here in the second quarter. Price is going to go in motion from left to right, hand off to Pat. He's going to be met rather quickly, not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 10.
Decision time for Fletcher.
Yep, you're at the 22. I don't know what kind of leg Santi Benez has.
I don't think you're going to find out either as your offense stays on the field.
Or is this going to be one of those where you take the delay of game? I think that might be the case. Do you take the delay of game, back them up 5, and try to pin them deep on the punt? Nope. Moore's going to drop back to pass. Looks downfield, way over the head of Asher Price.
I don't even know if Price was the intended receiver, to be honest with you.
But nobody else was back there.
I know. I think Morris was throwing to a zone. I don't know what he was doing.
Turnover on downs there by the Warriors. Another big stop by the Yellow Jacket defense. Warriors look to be driving down the field for a while there, and then once the Warriors got near the 20, 3 incomplete passes and a no gain on the run resulted in a turnover on downs for the Yellow Jackets. 5:39 left to go here in the second quarter.
Parker's going to take the snap. He's going to be immediately rushed by Bankers. Got the ball off. Going to be incomplete.
Jay Carter was the intended receiver on that one.
Number 1, Mason Banker getting in there, putting pressure on Parker. Disrupted his rhythm just a little bit. Still able to get that ball off. they come. Low snap. He got it. He gets the ball off to Kennedy. Going to be caught. Going to be enough for a first down. Uh-oh. Kennedy's showing some signs of some pain, but he's up and on his feet.
I think that might have just been a little awkward landing. That's somebody that the Yellow Jackets don't want to see.
Yeah, I don't think they want to see him get hurt, especially it's early into the game.
You know, we talked about Kennedy's been their guy. He's been able to rush for 1,163 yards on the year, been able to find the end zone 14 times. That's almost their workhorse. Brody Parker's been very successful, 842 yards through the air.
Parker's going to keep it, trying to go to the right side. It'll be a short gain,
But
before being met by Mahan.
Parker, not only can he throw it, he's also able to tuck it and run.
Now, we've seen him tuck it and run up the middle several times already.
He's been able to run for 780 yards on the year after 104 attempts. He's been able to rush in 12 times alone. So
Kennedy runs over to the sideline, gets the play, brings it back to the huddle.
like we talked about, on paper, the Yellow Jackets and the Warriors match up pretty well. You know, and to start this one, the way the Warriors were just able to come out very explosive, I was like, man, this might be a long one, but as we get, you know, closer to halftime here at 4:10 left to go, realize that
Had a keeper there by Kennedy. Unable to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 3rd and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Going to put a guy in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Kennedy. Kennedy looking for the right side. Able to get around. He's going to be short of the first down, though.
I don't know what kind of spot that referee on the far side is giving him. They got him up to the 45, but
Yeah.
this one over here on our side initially started at the 43.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, he was tackled back at the 39.
They're going to move the sticks.
Wow. I don't understand that at all.
Coach Wiggins.
Yeah, I'm not sure
down
he
there,
understands it either.
Yeah, he's not very happy.
I mean, he got close to the sticks for forward progress, but then he got drilled back another 4 yards before they brought him down. Parker's going to take it and keep it up, going up the middle. He's going to split through the Warrior defenders and pick up at least 4.
Yellow Jackets on a drive downfield, Zach. Looking for the north end zone. Just under 3 to go here in the second quarter.
Send trips left. One to his right.
Warriors line up to send the house. They're going to pull one back. Long ball downfield.
He's got it. Kennedy's got it, and he's going to walk it in for a touchdown.
51-yard pitch and catch.
Yeah, he took that right off the top of Lane Foster's head. Of course, he's got 6 inches on him.
Zach, we got us a ball game. 21-13. As the Yellow Jackets are going to send. They're going to send a special teams unit out, or are they going to keep their offensive unit out on the field?
I don't see West.
Oh,
Here he comes.
Just like Santos Benez, he's hiding in the back of the pile, and then
Out he comes.
West lines up and going to do the PAT kick.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick.
Splits through, 21-14, 2:24 left to go here in the second quarter at Panther Stadium right here in Mabank. This broadcast is brought to you live by Honeygrove ISD. We'll be right back. We're back live here on this production brought to you by Honey Grove ISD here at the Mabank Independent School District. 21-14 is your score. 2:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Warriors send their hands team unit back out on the field as you would almost expect an onside kick to come here from West. Seen it happen, what, 3 times now?
Yeah, we keep getting the ball moved. We were at hash marks. Now we're in between the hash marks and the X.
Yeah, well, I think they can. I think they might be able to place it anywhere they want to on that 40.
Heck, he sends it.
Asbury able to jump up and get that one. Not sure. I never saw Asbury fair catch it. I just saw him jump up and come down with it.
Yeah. I was waiting on more excitement at midfield.
That
He
looked,
sent a knuckleball.
that looked like a full-on soccer kick. It looked like he was lined up for a free kick. And let me tell you, I only
That ball was going.
know free kick because I've been working a lot of soccer.
Well, you'll have to explain it to me and probably half our listening crew because I don't even know what free kick. I mean, I watched Ted Lasso, but that's my extent on soccer.
Well, we hosted a conference tournament game this past Tuesday, so I learned about free kicks, about penalty kicks, about false start or offsides. Morris pocket collapses. He's able to tuck it and run. He scampers. He's going to be enough to move the sticks at the least. He's finally going to be brought down at the Warrior 45. Gain of 22 there from Morris on the quarterback scamper. 1st and 10 coming up from the 44. 2 minutes left to go here until the half. Morris drops back to pass. Big time pressure coming from the defensive end, as we talked about a while ago, Jamarian Johnson. He was just able to lay his blocker down on the turf. Morris felt the pressure from him.
Yeah, Carter was there for that. Luckily, the ball bounced the turf before he could get his hands on it. Our Honey Grove offense is having a little trouble connecting with our receivers so far in this game.
Morris with the dump pass to Bailey. Bailey's going to get loose off of one defender. He's going to run over to the right side of the field. It's going to cross the 40. They got to blow the whistle. The official's finally going to blow it. Bailey's going to be downed at the 34-yard lines on the Yellow Jacket side of the field.
And we talked about it earlier, Gerby. They seem to want to let this thing go. Gosh, he was wrapped up and on his feet for 10 seconds before they ever.
Yeah, and there can be 2 sides to that story.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at what
we
happened
saw it
over
with
there.
Kennedy. Yeah. You know, it could lead to, Bailey could have broke loose and went and put 6 more on the board, or could have got injured, in that. So Morris able to spin off of one tackle seat. They could have blown it dead 3 seconds ago from Morris before he got slammed to the turf. Timeout will be called by the Warriors.
Yeah, first time out of the half here.
Zach, we just talked a little bit during our break. This is a 1 versus 4 matchup, right? Last year, the Warriors faced off against Ore City and Sulphur Springs, and that was a 2 versus 3 matchup. And this 4 seed looks a lot better than the 3 seed that the Warriors saw last year. It's postseason in Texas. Never sleep on anybody. Never come in underprepared, because here we are, 1:19 left in the second quarter, and it's a possession ball game.
We love our angels and buddies.
Zach, are you over there looking to see if
I am.
if Jerry Jones still got the curtains down at AT&T?
I thought I'd just check in at Netflix here during the timeout, see what's going on. Looks like we got a fighter in the ring here. All right, back to football, Jerry. I'll update you if anything happens.
All right, sounds good. We got this TV over here right beside us that we're using for replay. I think I saw Netflix on it. Maybe we can entertain the press box up here. Pat with the jet sweep from right to left. He cuts back one. He's able to break off of one defender, drags him in for Pat's third rushing touchdown of the night.
Tack 6 more on the board for Honey Grove.
That was a big run there from Pat. I know Pat's been chomping at the bit all season long as he's been sidelined for majority of the year due to an injury. He's able to come into the first round of playoffs on his senior year, and he's able to find the end zone 3 times here in the first 24 minutes of action. Santi Benez out for the kick, gets it up, splits through the uprights. Add one more to the board. 28-14, 1:13 left on the clock here till the half.
How many fights are there before the main event tonight, do you know?
I have no idea. Probably about 5 or 6 if I were to bet.
Looks like a packed house, if I can tell.
How much you think those tickets were?
No idea. If you want to sit ringside, I'm sure it's a bunch. I know it's a lot of money to go watch a Cowboy game.
Yeah, so imagine a Mike Tyson fight.
What's your prediction? Do you keep up? I mean, other than just, you know, there's a fight tonight. I mean, I don't really either, but, and I don't really. It would be interesting, though, to see a 58-year-old take down a younger fighter.
But I think a 58-year-old Mike Tyson can just outbeat anybody at any age.
I saw some pictures of it today earlier of the training. Doesn't really look, I mean, he looks 58 in the face, but I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
All right, Santi Benez gets his kickoff unit ready to go.
Who is it, Logan or Jake or whichever?
Jake Paul.
Yeah. He came out this week in the little interview and he had that.
Well, did you see what happened yesterday?
Yeah.
That kick goes straight up, where they're going to take a fair catch on the 46.
When Paul came out with that little diamond thing on his ear, he said Tyson isn't biting his ear off.
Elysian Fields is going to take over. 1st and 10, ball on the 46. Marching toward the north end zone. See if they can narrow the margin on the score here. As the Honey Grove band fires up the tomahawk chop. Parker's going to be all alone in the backfield. He takes it out of the gun, looks to throw, tucks it, tries to run it up the middle. Not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. Should have been a loss, but they're not going to give it. Be a 2nd and 10.
Zach, who your Aggies got tomorrow?
Mexico's.
They got the Lobos?
Yeah. Parker's going to take it out of the gun again, try to run it up the middle. He's going to get through some of that.
Ford Butler and Mahan able.
Yeah, to bring him down. They are going to move the sticks, though. Be a 1st down for them. This is a 1st. It's a hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock ticks down. Or the game clock ticks down to 30 seconds.
They're going to get a timeout called over there on the Elysian Field sideline.
What are the big games tomorrow, Gerv?
Well,
while we're in this timeout. Had a Had a pretty good game there in Baton Rouge last weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Texas and Arkansas.
What's your take there?
I think Texas win by 3.
Really?
Three
Even in
touchdowns.
Fayetteville?
Yeah. Let's
Well.
see. Then you got Clemson and Pitt taking old Dabo Sweeney.
There's not a whole lot of. I guess the Tennessee Georgia game is the big.
Yeah, that's what College Game Day station.
That's the big
station at
hoorah
tomorrow.
for tomorrow. What's your pick there?
Taking.
Is it in? Is it in?
It's in Georgia.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me what's Pat McAfee like to say? Good old Rocky Top.
Yeah.
Rocky Top, Tennessee.
I don't know, man. The Georgia team. I don't know. This whole season's been a little weird.
Yeah, Georgia doesn't look like the last 4 years of Georgia. So
Parker's got trips right. Alone in the backfield.
oh,
Oh, it's picked
Mason
off.
Banker with the interception.
He's got it. He's gone. If he can just beat Parker, he beats him. Now Kennedy chases him down. Baker's going to get it all the way down to the 30-yard line where Honey Grove's going to take over 1st and 10. The crowd explodes here. Parker dropped back. Going to be a quick pass over to Kennedy. Mason steps right up, read it perfectly, grabs it out of the air, takes off running. He beat Parker. Boy, that Kennedy kid's fast. Chased him right on down.
That's all Banker had to beat over there over on the far side. And I
I
thought,
didn't even think Kennedy was an issue, but apparently he was.
Morris going to roll to his right, looking downfield.
Got a guy waving his hands, wide open.
Freeman, the intended receiver. That ball's going to bounce off between his numbers before it hits the turf. 2nd and 10 coming up. 13 seconds left to go in the half.
Sure would be nice. Get it 35-14 before we go into the locker room. We'll have whistles here. Got timeout. Elysian Fields are going to take their last time out of the half. What do you think on the college football ranking? I think they're about right. Man, it's such a kind of a weird year. It's kind of hard to pick.
The only crazy part about it is, you know, they branch off into the 12 teams. But out of those 12 teams, 7 of them were out of the SEC. You know, like, yes, the SEC is the master of all college football. But at some point in time, they're going to have to put a cap, I think, on how many teams can come out of each conference.
Well, yeah, but then you're not going to see the best football team.
Yeah.
I did see a deal this week that showed which teams and how many top 25 wins they've had. It was kind of alarming. There's not.
Strength of schedules just haven't been that well
That's
this year.
what I'm saying. There was a slew of teams in that they had won 2 top 25 matchups. There was only one team that had won more than 2. You know who it was?
Vandy.
Nope.
Who?
Alabama. And where are they at on the rankings?
Number 12.
But yet they've beat more top 20 more top 25 teams than anybody else.
But their loss to Vandy hurt them.
I understand, but I'm just saying
And-
this whole deal is kind of.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I mean, you got the Ponies down in Dallas that they're making a statement this year. I think. You know, they were in the Conference USA. Now they're in the ACC, and you know they come in guns blazing, kind of like Texas. kinda, sorta. Not as much money. Not as,
I'm not even sure that's comparable.
you know, but you know, SMU's doing really well, but you know, they're the first team out on this most recent college football rank. You know, and just me being it, I can't talk about the college football rank without giving a shout out to near hometown guy Kobe Savage being on the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks. Looks like the Warriors are going to come out in a swinging gate style of play here with 7 seconds left on the clock until halftime. Tate Banker, Rylan Morris, and Brody Mahan all alone in the middle of the field. Morris drops back to pass.
There it is.
Is that Austin Freeman over there on the far side? Goes up, wins the one-on-one battle. He brings it down for 6 for the Warriors right before the half. Zach, you asked for a 35-14 score before the half, and I think Morris and Freeman just got it for you.
Here comes Rodolfo for the PAT. There's a snap to hold the kick. Gets it in. There's my 35-14 I was talking about.
Yes, sir.
Got 2 seconds here before we go to the locker room.
That's going to be Freeman's first touchdown reception of the year coming into this one. He has 165 yards receiving. I think that one might have been his biggest play of the year.
Yeah, he did good skirting down that sideline.
Yep, able to go up and get the one-on-one ball. Warriors coming out of the swinging gate. That's an interesting formation, swinging gate, because it's almost like you just leave your quarterback all alone.
He had Tate there helping to block. Hey, no risk, no reward, Gertie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rodolfo gets his, no, this is going to be Gio Harmilio doing the kicking for Honey Grove. Gets the ball set on the 40-yard line.
Unless they wave off for a fair catch, I think this will be the last play of the half.
Harmilio sends a scud runner. Gonna be one tick left on the clock.
Good onside kick there by Harmilio.
So what is Parker and company gonna come out and do?
Well, Zach, you know they're fully capable of streaking down the sideline.
I bet number 4 is going to be involved in this play.
Oh, absolutely. Nunu Kennedy, you know, we've seen him streak down that far sideline on multiple occasions. Has been able to connect on one of those, able to put it in for 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Let's locate Kennedy right here. Looks like he's on the near side, the middleman of the trips formation. Parker's going to drop back.
He's going to be flushed by Beavers. Be sacked.
That sack is going to send us to the half.
That wasn't Beavers.
I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Beavers with the sack, sending them into the half.
35-14, your Warriors lead the Yellow Jackets. We got 28 minutes on the clock here at the intermission. We're going to take a short break. This broadcast is brought to you live tonight by Honey Grove ISD. Production by Tomahawk Sports Media. Jeremy Stone on the broadcast, along with Zach Whitlock. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back here for a second half of action.
The band is led by senior drum major LeBron Simmons. The band will perform a military march drill, the Giant Panther, Miss Liberty March, and Alabama. Joining us this evening are 7th and 8th grade middle school band and choreographers. The 2024 Jacket Flag Band flags are senior, Miss Taylor Miller. Sophomore, Miss Athena Green. The middle school twirlers are 8th grade, Miss Jaden Odell. 8th grade captain, Miss Libby Sims. And 7th grade, Miss Kinsley Stevens. The Jackie Hart Band, middle school band, flags and middle school twirlers would like to entertain you to the classic song by Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone. Middle school principal, Dr. Mary Ann Jackson, and the Elysian Band District Visitor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the field the 2024 state qualifying pride of Honeygrove, the Honeygrove Mighty Warrior Marching Band. Under the direction of Richard Canavy, Helen K. Park, and percussion tech Ryan Canavy, with field direction led by Blue McMorris, AJ Neighbor, and Alan Gonzalez, with color guard captain Harley Hilder. First up for your halftime entertainment, we would like to play one of our most popular stand tunes. Call out. Up next, the band would love to perform the 2015 hit by Ella King, X's and O's. And finally, the band would like to play the 2002 hit by Big Timers, Still Fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Panther Stadium here in Mabank, Texas. As we come out of halftime, where your Warriors are leading 35-14 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Your Warriors warming up here in the end zone before they head to the tunnel to come out to get the second half going. Gerby, if you ponder over this thing at halftime, what'd you come up with?
Oh yeah, Zach. You know, after the first half, you know, there was some good things and there was some bad things that the Warriors were able to, you know, display. You know, there late in the second quarter, the pass game wasn't what the Warriors are used to seeing, but you know, something that's got them to this point is running the football. You know, we've been able to see Dre Pat scamper in for 3 times early in this one. So, you know, I say, yeah, Morris was able to connect with Freeman on that touchdown pass there to end the second
Coming
quarter.
out of the swinging gate.
Yeah, 4th down, I think it was.
4th down, 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, Morris was able to connect on a great play there. But, you know, running the football has worked out very well for the Warriors in the first half. You know, so I'm curious to see if Coach Fletcher's going to stick with that play call here in the second half as the Warriors are up 35-14 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets.
The only thing I saw that we have seen in previous games this season, Honey Groves hadn't been very successful just running straight up the middle as we have in some of the games before we've gotten to here. Now, when they put Pat in motion and hand it off to him and he gets around the outside, it's looked good.
You know,
Elysian Fields got some pretty big dudes there on that defensive front. I don't know if we'll see anything up the middle going in the second half or not.
Yeah, you know, in the first quarter, the Mac attack defense, they started off solid. There later on, number 4, you know, the dude, Nunu Kennedy, he was just able to break off of a few tackles. He was able to pick up some big-time plays there for the Yellow Jackets. One of those being a touchdown reception.
You're going to get to see Kennedy and your Warrior defense here as we get this second half started, as Elysian Fields will get the ball first and see what McFarland and your Warrior defense can do to stop and shut them down and put this thing to bed. Warriors are going to go huddle there after stretching, prepare to run out of the tunnel. Yellow Jackets head to their tunnel. Clock's going to go down below 2 minutes here before half's over. Gerby, one thing before they run out. Pre-game, we talked about Lady Warrior basketball. They're going to enter a tournament this weekend. I want to talk up that a little bit.
Yeah, so they're going to the Saltillo tournament. On Thursday, they will be facing off against Chisholm and Hooks. On Friday, I know that's Hopes, and there's so many schools around here with that red letter C. Don't know exactly who that is, but you know, with the possibility of football advancing to the next round, I'm sure there might be some changes made there. So just be on the lookout for Tomahawk Sports Media for some Lady Warrior basketball. Tune in there for updates for potential next round of football. But we do appreciate you for joining us tonight on the Honey Grove ISD Facebook page on this production brought to you by Tomahawk Sports Media. Once again, if you hadn't figured this out by now, it's Gervy Stone, Zach Whitlock on the call here tonight for the bi-district matchup of the Honey Grove Warriors against the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Zach, 30 seconds left to go is the only thing separating us from a second half of action as Elysian Fields sends their return unit out on the field.
Coach Fletcher's going to assemble his kicking unit. Comes number 10, Rodolfo Santabanez, as they get ready to trot down the 35-yard line.
Zach, what do you think the decision is on if they're going to kick Carmelio or Santabanez each time? Because tonight we've seen both.
I don't know. Last week against the Pewitt Brahmas, we saw Rodolfo do all the PATs and Carmelio do all the kickoffs. We've seen a combination here on the kickoffs with Rodolfo doing all the PATs.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't know. I mean, could it be almost just a coin flip that Fletcher's doing on the sideline? I doubt it, but you know, who knows?
I'm sure there's some type of method there. You know, it almost makes you wonder if it's all about the depth on how far they want to kick it, or who's a stronger onside kicker, or who's a better squib kicker, or things of that sort.
Rodolfo sends it up high. Will be Parker with the fair catch on the 41-yard line, where the Jackets will take over 1st and 10. Headed to the north end zone here in this third quarter. Here at Panther Stadium in Mabank, hosting this playoff event tonight.
Zach, I walked down through the bleachers a while ago, and I showed up here in a t-shirt and shorts, but it's a little chilly here in Mabank tonight.
For everybody except for us here in this booth.
Showing,
Quite nice.
Showing 58 degrees, feels like 52. And
Parker going to take a low snap. Looking to throw. He's going to be wrapped up by Banker. Be a loss of 1 for their first play of the half.
Beavers was able to put a hand on him, slow him up there. Beavers comes up a little bit slow.
Rocky, one Mason Banker.
He had a big time.
Always explosive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
Had the interception in the first half.
And he was on the front line of the hands team on the onside kick earlier. He was able to set up the Warriors for good field position.
Here we go on a 2nd and 11. Parker puts Kennedy in motion, fakes a handoff, drops back looking to throw, rolls to his left, still looking to throw, throws it out. Ooh, jump ball. Foster's going to be able to come away with an incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
Big pass.
Ball at 40. Yeah, big pass.
Hey, and as soon as Parker rolled over to his left, I knew he was looking downfield.
He's just buying time.
I couldn't find Kennedy there, as I knew that.
I think he squirted over to the other sideline. I don't know. Not going to see him throw back behind me in this level. I wouldn't think very much.
No.
Parker out of the gun, takes it, drops back, another long ball. Going to hit Foster right in the back of the jersey. Incomplete again.
Lane Foster on 2 back-to-back plays.
Foster never turned around and saw that one, but it's all right.
Oh, great coverage there on both plays there by Foster.
Going to be a 4th and 11 here as number 17, Daniel West, trots out.
It looked like Elysian Fields coaches were looking for a PI call there on Foster. But
see how.
But the ball never got to the intended receiver. It frankly hit
It
Foster
hit
in the
him
back.
right in the back.
Be a little bit different if the ball might have advanced a little bit further.
Honeygrove rushing hard. Looked like a hold there against Beavers. He's going to get away with it. Short punt.
Can't tell if Mayhem might have got a fingertip on that one or if he just.
Beavers was about to deplete him.
Yeah.
He was being held there by 55.
Mayhem went up in the air like a leapfrog there.
Nonetheless, Honeygrove's going to take over 1st and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line, 47-yard line.
Headed towards the south. Warriors looking to strike first here in the second half of action. They have a lead 35-14. Your District 9 district champions, nonetheless. Levi Beavers in to take the snap. 5 men over to his right. Morris drops back behind the line. Going to try to break off of one, spins off of another. Going to be a gain of 5 on that one.
Maybe 6.
See where the spot comes. That play looked to be dead in the backfield, but as we saw multiple times in the first half, the refs are kind of letting them go. So Morris was able to break free. Speaking of Morris, he's going to take the direct step, runs over to the left side, spins off of one.
Enough to move the chains, pick up a first down for Honey Grove.
Gain of 7 on that quarterback run to the left side. Ball be placed at the Yellow Jacket 40-yard line. Morris is going to have a receiver out wide to his left and to his right. Beavers joining Morris in the backfield. Morris drops back to pass, fakes to his right, looking for Pat, streaking down the sideline. Ball falls just short of Pat. Comes up incomplete.
Maybe there's some jersey tugging there. Guess it matters. Ryland unable to get it there. Bailey's going to come in for Beavers here on this 2nd and 10. Here, Gerby Kennedy's now back at safety again. This guy plays all over the side of the field.
Oh yeah, he was at the linebacker spot in the first half, and now he's back at safety.
Short gain there for Bailey.
Third and 9 coming up. Morris in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Going to look downfield. He's going to tuck it. Didn't like what he saw. He's going to run out of bounds. Gain of 14 there from Morris on the quarterback keeper. The pocket collapsed. He rolled to his right, was looking downfield. Didn't see anything down there he liked, so he just called his own number.
Move the chains. Ball down to the 24.
Hand off to Bailey. Bailey's going to run over to the left side. Breaks off of one tackler. He's going to be met there by 3 or 4 Yellow Jackets. Gain of 4 there from Bailey. 2nd and 6 from the 20. Zach, a little score update. Oh, ball's on the turf. Not sure who recovered that.
I think Bailey was able to fall. Got a score update?
Yep. Cooper's up on Big Sandy 28-19 at the half. Let's see what Rivercrest is doing. They were losing 43-15 to Beckville halfway through the 3rd quarter. Morris in the shotgun. Gonna roll to his right. He's gonna be met in the backfield. Pat was the intended receiver. Pass falls incomplete. 4th and 12 coming up here for the Warriors. Zach, last time it was 4th and 12 from the same spot nearly. You saw a swinging gate formation.
Freeman's going to trot on over to that far side again.
Well, by the placement of the ball, I think it'd be a little hard to do a swinging gate in this. Morris all alone in the backfield. Trips to his right, 2 men out to his left. Morris drops back to pass. Pressure coming from Johnson. Pass intended for Bailey. He had it. Not sure what happened. He just dropped it in the back corner. Ball's incomplete. Turnover on downs coming there from the Warriors. Zach,
What? I know your replay.
I don't know. Bailey had it in his hands.
I thought he had it.
He clearly had it.
What in the world?
I don't know if he thought he was out of bounds or what. Big time pressure there coming off the edge. Demarion Johnson, the 6'3", 260 defensive end, was really putting the pressure on Morris.
So the Yellow Jackets going to take over 1st and 10 on the 20. Parker's going to take it and hand it off to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to try to go up the middle. It'll be a gain of 1. Lee Shaw there grabbing legs.
Sometimes that's what you got to do, and we talked about how strong Kennedy is up top, as the Warriors were able to see firsthand a few times in the first half.
Well, I'd like to see that play again in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see as to what happened over there.
Parker's going to hand it off to Kennedy, who tries to go up the middle again. Going to lose a yard. It's going to put them back to a 3rd and 10. Brody Mahan with the tackle.
3rd and 9 coming up here for the Yellow Jackets from their own 26 and a half. 6.5 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Parker's going to take it, drops back, looking to throw, being rushed by Banker. Banker's going to get him for the sack.
Rocky.
It's a heck of a defensive stop for your Warriors.
Especially coming after that turnover.
As Morris trots out, looking to receive a punt on about the 50-yard line. West goes back for the kicking duties for the Yellow Jackets. Punts off.
Almost gets blocked once again.
Morris going to take it off the bounce. Got it. He's running down the right sideline.
Big block over here by Banker. That's Asher Price.
What do we got going on here?
Asher Price had his man just the top of the numbers. He saw Morris coming, and
what a play.
That almost reminded me of the blindside block there, Zach. Michael Orr, he took his guy and he just did whatever he wanted to with him, and Price brought him over to his own bench, and Morris ran out of bounds at the Yellow Jacket 28. Good field position to start this drive here for the Warriors offense after being in this near territory last drive, turning the ball over on 4th down. Morris, hand off to Pat. He's going to be met rather quickly by the Yellow Jackets defensive front. Looks like that's going to be Brody Parker in on that defensive stop. Marion Johnson clogged the hole there that Pat intended on running through.
Keep dropping Kennedy back at the safety. I guess it's protection against that long pass
that we have seen a few times. But at this phase of the game, once you get a lead, you want to keep it running the football. Keeping it between the white lines means you're running the clock. And off to Bailey over to the left side. He runs into the defender, that offensive lineman Luke Bryant. Golly, I can't speak on this drive. Luke Bryant drove his man over to the left, and Bailey just ran right into him. Brady Banker drove his man all the way back to the 10, laid him in the turf. Warriors offensive line is putting.
Look at this scheme, Gerby.
Got 5 men packed up over to the right. Little dump pass to Traylon Bailey. He's going to break. He's going to run into the back of Kendall Wolf. It's going to give the Yellow Jackets defenders time to catch up. Corey Hardman was able to bring him down, the junior defensive back, but it's going to be enough to move the sticks First and 10 from the 13 coming up here for the Warriors.
Warriors find the red zone here in the second half.
Zach, we saw that play just on the last drive, except Beavers was the one at the quarterback. Morris was the receiver that received the little dump pass. This time they flipped it up. Pat's going to be in motion from the right to left. Jet sweep. Pat runs along the left side. Stiffs arms Kennedy, but Kennedy was able to grab him again, knock him out of bounds. Maybe a gain of 1.5 on that run. They're going to keep the clock running.
Dre just unable to beat him to the edge. Kennedy coming all the way from nearly the end zone. Kid's got some speed.
Yep, he went downhill and he wasn't stopping until he had number 3 in his grasp. Morris joined by Bailey in the backfield, once again set up in the shotgun. Morris drops back to pass. Pocket collapses. He's going to keep it himself. Runs over to the left side. Wide open hole. It's going to be good for 6. Ryland Morris from 11 yards out is able to scamper in for the Warrior touchdown.
Hanging 6 more on the board here in the third.
That's going to be Morris's 3rd overall touchdown of the night. 2 rushing, 1 passing. Going to attack up 6 more. Santibanez out for the PAT try for the Warriors. Freeman with the hold. Ball is up, splits to the uprights, and point after try is good. 3 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Your Honey Grove Warriors 42. Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets 14.
Kirby, I got a question.
You got
So you see the black marks on the field. We got some boxes, we got some circles, we got some half moon looking things. Is it, you're a soccer guy. Is that soccer?
Yes, that is
Okay.
soccer.
All right.
That is soccer.
Just curious. We don't have that in Honey Grove.
No, we
Not
don't.
yet, at least.
No, and I don't know if it'll come. I don't know. Because I feel like it's not small. I feel like Honey Grove's not big enough to field a soccer team and basketball teams at the same time.
When is the high school soccer?
It's in the winter.
It's in the winter, okay.
It's in the winter.
Guess Mabank clearly participates in that.
And, you know, Bonham, they have a soccer team.
Yeah, Bonham's big sport outside of your top 3 is volleyball.
Really?
Yeah. Volleyball deal's got a big presence in Bonham.
Now I know for a while their tennis program was rather large because Honey Grove got tennis my senior year, and we would always go over to Bonham and be able to play in some matches, and they had a big squad. I don't know if we had a fair catch.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I think that was the 2nd time that Kennedy's waved it off and then picked it up and tried to run with it. And Warriors coaching staff over there talking.
And trying to figure out what they're doing. Farland and Fletcher down there trying to get an explanation.
All these officials are just kind of throwing me off, Zach. We got 3 back here.
Waved it off. The ball bounces off the turf, picks it up, and we blow it dead.
But we got 3 officials back here on the back line. We got your umpire and you got your 2.
Low snap. Parker's able to get it and hand it to Kennedy. Kennedy's running to his right, looking for that right sideline. Nope, still got it on his feet. Finally brought down by a whole pack of orange jerseys. Gonna be a We're gonna move the chains. Be a 1st and 10 on the 43 for the Yellow Jackets. Now, Kirby, look at this. They're going to try their version of a swinging gate.
See if it is efficient.
Parker takes it. No, Kennedy takes it. He's going to be flushed out, took down by Mahan. Was he down or not? They're saying no. Saying he was able to get the ball off, incomplete pass.
Big quarterback pressure coming there for Mahan. Rather it be a sack or a quarterback pressure. It was
I'd like to see some replay there.
big time presence.
Knee on the ground when the ball's thrown, type of deal. They're going to rule it incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Ball's still in the 43.
Under 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Got whistles.
Elysian Fields is going to call a timeout.
You sure?
Or did the play clock not reset? Or did it start too early? We'll see what the white hat comes in to say.
Are we getting a review of the play before? Yeah.
So the people in the box thought that the previous play was a sack.
They'll say that was the Yellow Jacket coaches over there talking to them. Brought that to their attention. So here we go. 2nd 10. Simmons goes in motion.
Pocket collapses for Parker.
That's the
Ball's on
loss
the-
of the
Ball's on the turf.
and
But they're-
flags on the turf. Elysian Field's going to keep the ball. Yet to see what the penalty is. Going to be holding on the Elysian Fields.
Gonna back them up 10 yards.
So it's going to be a 2nd 20 ball in the 33.
Guess Coach Fletcher's trying to figure out why they still get to keep the football. All his coaching staff was pointing.
Yeah, they were sure thought it was Honey Grove ball on our sideline here.
That's all right. It's always good to test to stick up for your team.
So on a 2nd 20, Parker's going to take it, drop back, looking to throw, gets the ball off. It's going to go right through the hands of Robinson. Incomplete.
Good defense there by Asbury.
And Pat. Definitely threw it into heavy coverage. Robinson's a tall kid, able to go up for it. Probably had pretty good opportunity to catch it, but it just went right through his hands.
Robertson is a freshman for the Yellow Jackets, 6'2". Plays the offensive and defensive side. Receiver and defensive back.
Minute and a half left to go here in the 3rd. As Parker brings his unit to the line of scrimmage, and we got whistles.
Timeout.
Be a timeout by Elysian Fields. Be their first of the half. Gerby, it might be time to check back in on the fight. See if we've gotten to the main event yet.
Out there, they schedule a fight whenever we have Warrior playoff football going on here tonight in Mabank.
No, we're still in the.
Whoever scheduled that fight, they need to look at Warrior football.
We still hadn't got to the main event yet. For the packed house there in Arlington. All right, minute and a half left to go here. Parker and company attempt this 3rd and 20. He's going to drop back, dump it out, looking for Kendi. It's going to be broke up by number 1, Mason Banker. Bring up a 4th and long for the Yellow Jackets. As West trots out. Do we see the fake here again?
I don't know. Saw it on the opening drive. Last few times they've came out to punt. Warriors have just been able to bust through. Zach, let me tell you. Warriors were planning to see Timpson next round. But with 6 seconds left, Timpson is losing 31-14.
Really?
Against Hearn.
Man, that game went quick. If it's already down to the last 6 seconds.
Of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, okay.
Of the 3rd quarter.
All right.
Yep.
Well, you'll have to keep us up to speed on the scores here, as Honey Grove's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. Looking to go to the south end zone here late in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, ball's on the turf. Looks like the Warriors are going to be able to jump back on it, recover it.
Bailey able to fall on the ball.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 coming up here for the Warriors from their own 20.5-yard line.
So are we confident we would play the winner of that game?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Hearn's a long ways away. Now, I know we wouldn't go there, but I'm just saying.
No telling where the middle point of that would be. Gain of 3 on that run.
I'm going to guess Athens, Palestine, somewhere in there.
Third and 8 coming up here for the Warrior bunch. Morris going to be set up in the shotgun. Bailey going to accompany him. Clock's going to run down. The Warriors are going to take this one into the 4th quarter. Warriors lead 42-14 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. 12 minutes left here in this bi-district matchup. Do thank you once again for tuning in to Honey Grove ISD Facebook page tonight for this production brought to you by Tomahawk Sports Media. We're going to take a short break as the quarter over change. We'll be right back. We're back live here in Mabank. Pass is going to be complete to Kendall Wolf. Ball's on the turf after a big reception.
Looking for the official call. Don't see anything yet. Honey Grove ball.
Austin Freeman's going to be the last to come out of that pile. Kendall Wolf had about 23 yards worth of yak on that one. For those of you unfamiliar, yak is yards after the catch. Ran across the 50. Not sure if he had that ball just spread out a little bit too wide. So Yellow Jacket was able to knock it down. Luckily, Freeman comes in to save the day. Morris going to send Pat in motion. Hand off to Bailey. He's going to run up the middle. Met quickly. Does that by Parker. Parker comes down from the linebacker spot. Lays the hit to Bailey. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8 here from the 44-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Morris in the shotgun. Gonna roll to his right, pitch over to Bailey. Bailey gets the high pitch, is able to bring it in. There is some mustard on the lettuce over here on the near hash mark at the 42-yard line.
All kinds of players slow to get up.
Just by the expressions that offensive lineman Brady Banker is making, you can almost assume that it might be a holding call called on, either called on or in favor
Waiting
of
here
Banker.
to see. Quite the discussion.
Ball has been picked up. We're gonna see what direction it go.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 22.
So personal foul was called against Elysian Fields for illegal hands to the face. I think maybe that's why we're in the box. Can't see you make that call. But needless to say, it's enough to move the sticks for the Warriors.
Gonna put them down to about the 27-yard line.
Morris has deuces spread to his left and his right. He's going to send Pat in motion on the jet sweep. Pat tries to make a move. Going to be brought down at the 21-yard line. Number 6, Corey Hardman on the defensive stop there for the Yellow Jackets. Zach, I think we're talking about Yellow Jackets too much. We got some joining us up here in the box.
Really? Didn't see anything. Saw a mosquito against the
Mosquito,
window.
there it is. Wanted to join the game, but I didn't let him.
Be enough to move the sticks for Honey Grove. By Foster.
Ten minutes left to go here in this one. Your Warriors inside the red zone, looking to add on 6 more here in this by-district contest. Moore sends Pat in motion once again from right to left. Lets Pat run by, hand off to Bailey. Bailey's going to run up the middle. He's going to be hit hard.
He took a hard hit. Bounced him back a couple yards.
Yep, number 6, Corey Hardman once again. The junior defensive back comes in and lays the wood there to Bailey. It's going to be enough to move the sticks. 1st and goal coming up here for the Warriors at the 6. Moore sends Pat in motion once again. Pat's going to get the handoff this time. He's able to get in from 6 yards out for the Warrior touchdown. There is a penalty flag on the play. Looks like it will be, I think there's some extracurricular. We'll see if they will let the touchdown stand.
The band thinks so.
I don't know if they saw the mustard on that one. Well, the touchdown will be called back as a Warriors offensive player was called for holding.
It's all right, band.
Just practice.
Just reload and get ready.
Yep.
Play in a second.
1st and goal from the Yellow Jacket 15 after the penalty assessment. Morris is going to send Foster in motion. Morris heaves it up for Freeman in the back corner. Not able to bring it in. Looked like the same type of play we saw down on the opposite end right before the half, but that one looked to be just behind Freeman. Not able to get a hand on it.
Freeman need to go a little deeper into the end zone.
Well, I think it might have went a little out of bounds. Freeman was in the back corner. 2nd and goal coming up here from the 15. Morris has trips out wide to his left. Wolf all alone on the right. Morris drops back to pass, jumps into the air. Bailey's able to bring it down. It's going to come down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal coming up here for the Warriors. Third and goal. Morris has 2 men to his left and his right, joined by Bailey in the backfield. Timeout called by the Warriors.
We got 8 minutes left here, Garvey.
Well, I'm still just in shock because I think I was prepared to see Timpson in the next round, and it's 31-14 at the start of the 4th quarter, according to the Friday Night app. You know, Wolf City was able to beat Timpson this last year. Wolf City went out last night, 35-40, in a good game against Coleman. Timpson goes out tonight, so yeah, it's high school football.
Yeah.
Here in the postseason, you never know what to expect.
Well, unless something really bad goes on here tonight, we should advance.
Pat's going to come in motion. Morris drops back to pass. Lane Foster all alone on the island. He's able to get in for 6. Rylan Morris able to connect with Foster from 16 yards out. Go ahead and tack 6 more on to the board. 8 minutes left to go here in this one. Santabanez comes out to make it a 49-14 point ball game. There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick. Gets a lot of hang time, but it splits through the uprights. The Warriors up 49-14 over the Elysian Field Yellow Jackets. Zach, if you were to ask me halfway through the 2nd quarter if this is how I expected it to go, I would tell you no.
Yeah, I really thought we were going to have a tighter game than this.
Oh, it was
even at halftime.
What was it, 21-13 there for a moment of time? The Warriors, you know, they were so close to the end zone. What was that, back-to-back possessions, and they turned the ball over once, and then on turnover on downs, excuse me, and then threw an interception, or they fumbled. One way or another, the Warriors went back-to-back drives on the Yellow Jacket side of the field, not able to score. I think we went into half 28-13 or 28-14. Warriors have been able to come out here in the second half and been able to tack on some additional points. At what point in this one do you send the backups in?
Oh, I don't know. I think now is probably a good time. Although, you know, you want to let your seniors play as much as you can.
Would you rather let a senior play in garbage minutes like this and risk an injury, or I mean, because I mean it looks like Wiggins is warming up on the sidelines over here
You know,
to do the quarterback duties.
of course, with Ryland, he's not a senior, so I understand that. You know, as a senior, like Tate Banker, you know, which Tate's got offers to go to the next level.
Right.
But I would think you'd want to take as many snaps as you could here in the playoff run, even with a score like this.
It's one of those. I don't know, Jim.
That's right. Parker puts Kennedy in motion. He's going to take it out of the gun, try to run right up the middle. Going to pick up about 3 yards there on that run. It's been a minute since we've seen the Yellow Jacket offense.
Yeah, the Warriors had a long time of possession on that last drive. We got 7:45 left to go here in this one. Don't believe we're going to see a stoppage of the clock.
You've still got your starter first team defense out there, Derby.
The Mac attack.
Yep. Parker's going to take a snap. He's going to drop back, looking to throw the long ball to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to have it all the way down to about the 20. Where's the?
At the 18.
Yeah, down to the 18.
There was a double coverage over there. Parker just threw it up, and Kennedy came down with it. Foster and Wolf was there on the double team.
They're going to place it on the 16. That's what I was thinking. Definitely got a favorable ball spot. Grove showing blitz. Parker drops back, throwing to Kennedy in the end zone. It's going to be incomplete.
Once again, throws into the double coverage.
Kennedy laying on his back. Referee helps him up. Slow there in the end zone. He's up walking. It'll be a 2nd and 10, ball on the 16 for the Yellow Jackets. He's slowly making his way back to the huddle. Want to send him to the far right side. Honey Grove showing blitz. They're going to hit the other side. It's going to be caught.
I think that was a push off over there on that far side.
They're going to give him the touchdown. That's going to be the freshman, number 10, Robinson. As the Yellow Jackets tack 6 more points on the board here midway through the 4th quarter. Yeah, I'm with you, Gerby. Of course, there's a slight height advantage between Robinson and Pat.
Robinson's listed at 6'2". I think if you see Pat, you might see a 5'4".
Parker's going to take this. No, that's Kennedy. I'm sorry. He's going to lose the ball. Either way, the attempt is no good.
Kennedy's slow to get up. I think he's just
they're just trying to. They've definitely rode that horse this game.
Oh yeah.
So with roughly 6.5 minutes left here in the 4th, your Warriors are on top, 49-20 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Indy's still slow to get across the field. His head coach meets him halfway across.
Marion Johnson, the defensive end. he's been a pivotal player there for the Yellow Jacket defensive front. You know, he's got in on a lot of quarterback pressures. He's had a few tackle for losses. He's just the Yellow Jackets are doing a lot of things that aren't showing in their 49-20 lopsided score here of the bi-district round.
Bailey and Asbury go back deep, receive the kick if we get it there. West assembles his kicking unit. Showing signs of onside here. He's 2 steps off the ball. Dribbles it across. Is it? Yeah, I just thought that was Foster. Hit a Wolf able to fall on the ball. Honey Grove takes over 1st and 10. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Well, Gerby, there's your answer. 22, Wiggins comes in, quarterback duties.
He's going to be joined by Banker and Bailey. And off to Bailey, runs along the left side. He's able to get through the first line of defenders. Gain of 12 or 13 on that one, they're going to call it.
Took a pretty good hit from Parker.
Be enough to move the sticks.
Brody Parker seems to be a pretty good warrior for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's been able to make big-time plays on the defensive side, the offensive side. He's able to sling it. He's able to tuck it and run. I know that the Yellow Jacket fan base is going to be sad to see him go out this year, as he is a senior. Wiggins hand off to Bailey to the right side. Big time run there for Bailey.
Be enough to move the sticks for Honey Grove, pick up a 1st down.
Pickup of 18 there.
Get them just shy of the red zone.
Just under 6 to go here in the 4th quarter. Warriors are going to look to the sideline to get the play call. Wiggins hands off to Bailey. Bailey looks for something, didn't really like the hole that he saw. Going to be run out of bounds by Kennedy.
Pick up 9 on the run. Now they're backing it up.
You were close. They gave him 8. 2nd and 2 coming up.
These guys kill me with their spotting the ball.
Well, there's 8 of them, you would think.
Think somebody would have eyes on it.
Yeah.
That'd be a timeout called by Elysian Fields.
Elysian Field.
Guess they saw something on the defensive side. They didn't.
What's the update on the score, Gerby?
Well, with 8.5 left to go, Cooper was leading Big Sandy 42-33. Rivercrest was still trailing Beckville 43-15.
Here, I got an important question for you, John.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make Scotty stop at the Buc-ee's and Terrell on the way home?
Well,
Or are you gonna stick to Waterbury?
probably gonna. Hand off to Banker. He finds a hole on the right side. He's going to be brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, Mason wanted that thing.
Yeah, he did.
He was fighting hard.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna be the backseat passenger princess.
You're gonna have to use your persuasive skills and con him into that Bucky's barbecue sandwich.
Yeah, that does sound pretty good.
Given go back through Terrell, there's one right there.
Say, look there, if your car's parked at Whataburger, that sounds just as good. Bucky's barbecue. Wiggins with the quarterback keeper. He's going to be met rather hard.
He's denied that one. The thing about that Whataburger is it's an hour and a half back just to Commerce to where your car's at.
Yeah. You got big plans for tomorrow?
Well, I am going to Choctaw tomorrow night to the Grand Theater to watch Tesla perform.
There you go.
But other than that, watch a little football maybe.
You know that ever since we had that, we had 2 great weekends of college football. Wiggins with the quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to get in from 3 yards out. Tack on 6 more. Zach, that is Wiggins' first varsity touchdown. So congratulations to Mr. Wiggins, as I'm sure there will be more of those to come in his future time of being a Warrior.
Sure, his daddy down there on the sidelines proud.
Yep.
Goffles kicks up and good.
But, you know, a few weeks ago we had back-to-back weeks of just great college football. And here coming up as of late, college football slate hadn't really been that great. You know, Alabama's, they've had some real tough ones, and then they're playing Mercer tomorrow, which is a very dominant FCS school, but yeah, they're 9-1, but and what, Alabama, they're
You got your 2 games that we talked about earlier. You got your Tennessee, Georgia, and then you got I think there's going to be I may be completely wrong, but I think the game in Fayetteville will be interesting to watch. That Arkansas team can be a handful.
yeah.
Don't ever count them out. And Texas, I mean, yeah, they look strong, but they've also seen some struggle along the way. Be interesting to see.
Four minutes left to go here in this one. The Warriors up 56-20 after Wiggins was able to punch it in from 3 yards out for his first varsity Warrior touchdown.
Kennedy's going to go back deep this time. Parker's going to take it on about 39. He's looking to go left, then up the middle. He's going to be met hard, though, by Asher Price and Leeshaw. They'll take over 1st and 10 on the 42. Garvey, you may have some second string guys in on defense now. I see some fresh numbers for the Warriors out there. Parker takes it out of the gun, hands it off to Cottle, drives it up the middle, enough to pick up 6 yards there on the run. Got Wiggins out there playing middle linebacker after his offensive drive.
Yeah, you see a lot of fresh faces out there. You got Wiggins at the linebacker spot. You got
Brian over here playing in. Parker's going to hand it off to Swiley.
you got junior
Pick up 2 on the run.
you got junior Zachary Wolf, younger brother of Kendall Wolf. He's able to get in at the linebacker spot. Sawyer Price just entering the game as a defensive lineman. Jaden Galindo just exited out of the game as a defensive lineman. I think that looks like Axel Sanchez in there, able to get some defensive reps. It's very important on this Warrior squad for these guys to get reps, because I don't know how many tuned in on senior night, Zach, but senior night lasted a long time because there's a lot of Warrior football players that's a senior. So some of these guys, you know, these reps are very pivotal for looking forward to next year.
Speaking of running different guys in, so that was Braden Williams with the carry for the Yellow Jackets. If you look over here on the far sideline, you see about 6 jerseys lined up with the coach. They're running a new guy in every play to carry the ball.
Is that their seniors?
Looks like it. That was Cottle again. He trots back over to the same group of guys.
Well, I think that resulted in a turnover on downs. He wasn't able to get to the sticks.
Big stop for the Warriors. On the play clock's down to 2-1. Now it reset. I guess they'd never blow the whistle. All right. Wiggins is going to take the snap, take a knee. Let the clock run out here.
Well, Zach, it's been a fun one here tonight in Mabank, being able to call this by-district matchup. Warriors going to come out on top of this one, 56-20 over the Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Looks like Wiggins will take the knee. Victory formation comes out. Warriors are going to have to take a few more of those. Zach, what's your overall take on this by-district matchup?
Well, second half I liked a lot better than the first. Everything looked good, smooth. Thought we were going to have a little closer game. Come out of the field house there at halftime and kind of dominated. They were able to score one more, but Honey Grove looks strong.
Well, that final knee is gonna be the end of this one. Warriors begin the celebration. They line up at the 50. Shake the hands of the opponent, Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets. Final score here tonight in Mabank. Your Honey Grove Warriors come out on top 56-20. Once again, we would like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight to the Honey Grove ISD page of this live production.
Before we get out of here, you got anything on the score, Hearn and Timpson, just to see what the potential matchup might be?
Well,
I'm sure Scotty's going to update everybody on social media, but
well, I just looked and they cleared the score on the Friday night app. So I'm not real sure. They put the score back at 0-0, but according to the chat, Hearn is leading Timpson. So just make sure you tune in to social media this week. Follow Tomahawk Sports Media, as all of upcoming Honey Grove sports will be posted on there. Make sure you check out some Honey Grove Lady Warrior hoops. They just picked up a win this past week. Zach, thanks for letting me be on the show tonight. Call some Honey Grove Warrior football.
It's always a pleasure.
I look
Sure,
forward.
the fans enjoy it when you can join us here. Put a little spark into the broadcast.
Yeah, and I'm excited because every Friday up until state championship game, I'm available. So wherever the Warriors are playing, look forward to joining you in the press box. Superintendent Todd Morrison lined up at the 45-yard line. Appears he has a gold ball in his hand to present to your 2024 by-district champion. Just another name to add to the resume, Zach. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This is Gervie Stone signing off. This Tomahawk Sports Media production brought to you by Honey Grove ISD. It's Gervie Stone, Zach Whitlock here on the play-by-play. We'll see you guys next week, wherever that may be. As forever and always, go Warriors and God bless. You have a great night.